many dancers, if your entire sense of identity, worthiness, or happiness completely depend on what you are achieving in your dance career, then we need to talk. Because listen to me, passion is not supposed to be turned into dependency. If you want to know what I'm talking about, stay tuned. Hello creative souls, welcome to this sanctuary where you can transform your dance and soul and speak your authentic voice. I am Chandini, I am a dancer and I am the founder of the Temple of Flow app. This is where you exactly understand why this dance career you are living now was never meant for you. You are meant for self-leadership, you are meant to experience freedom with your dance career, to completely feel that passion you wanted, but now it just became a golden cage where you feel like you are obliged to dance, you are obliged to produce, to make money, or to just sustain it. And you were never meant for that. So you will understand exactly what I'm talking about inside my app. The description is in the link below. The link is in the description below, sorry. And there is my free space, the Visionary Checkmate, where you have powerful free drop audio that are going to show you how to reclaim your dance voice, how to reclaim sovereignty over your dance. It's like, yeah, you get to make your dance career exactly like you want, because your game, your rules, your dance. And you don't need to sign up, you don't need to download anything, you just click the link, you can already start to listen. And there is a powerful also a mindset challenge. And if you get serious about really building your dance career top to bottom, fully on your terms, owning your dance signature, understanding your dance archetype, building a strong dance signature that everyone is going to recognize, how to position yourself, how to be more productive without burning out, like just the complete package about how the fuck feeling so much powerful with your dance career, doing exactly what you love and getting paid for it, my membership activated is exactly there for that. You can sign up directly from the app, but if you are living in India, there is a special pricing for you. So to get it, just drop me a DM, a comment, or an email, and I will send you the private link. With that said, I do also offer one-to-one coaching. So if you are interested, just reach out to me and I will explain you how it works and what are the pricing and the options you can have with me. So with that said, let's go for this third episode I'm so excited about, of this series, the dark side of dance. So what I want to do here is really bring topics like no one is really much talking about in the industry, that are maybe unpopular or controversial. And today I wanted to talk about the moment where your dance career, your dance itself, is starting to become like, you start to have a dependency relationship with it. You know, did you notice any moment where maybe you feel empty after a festival? You enjoyed it so much, it was amazing, but once you are back home, you already feel empty. Maybe you start to feel depressed, little sad, or you just finish a project right now that took you a lot of time, a lot of energy. It was amazing, but now that is over, you just feel lost. You just feel like something is missing, and you are fastly trying to find your next project, your next achievement. All of that is simply called an addiction. And you will be thinking like, no, I'm just so freaking passionate about dance. And I want to tell you, like, there is a huge difference between being very devoted, dedicated to your dance, loving it through your soul is vibrating, but also turning it into a dependency and an addiction. So what do I mean about dependency right now? I mean, like, if you always need any dance achievement to feel good about yourself, then it's because you are entering what I call the dopamine cycle. So you know that dopamine is really the hormone that we release like when we are happy, when we are excited. And what you are actually doing, it's always seeking to re-enter that cycle. And the problem is that you are making your own identity, your own sense of happiness and worthiness depending on that. So let's take an example. For example, you get a goal. Could be like participating in this festival, doing this competition, creating a new choreo, starting new class online, something, a goal, okay? You set this goal. Now you get fucking excited because you are going to work on this goal. So you are drawn into excitement. You are working, doing a lot for it. And boom, you reach the moment where you have achieved this goal. the competition is over, you have done it, the festival is over, that workshop you have given is over. So something you have done is now achieved. So of course you feel satisfied because you feel proud of yourself, you feel happy, like, yes, I have done it, that's what I wanted. But soon enough, you start to feel empty, sad, depressed, agitated, and you feel like maybe bored or something is missing. There is an emptiness you feel inside you. And this is a moment where you are seeking, oh, what should be my next goal? I have to find something new to do now. It's like you are never fully present in the moment. You are always actually seeking the feeling of what is going to give you the experience once it is done. Not even while you are doing it, but once it is done. You always seek that feeling of achievement. So first, you don't need to achieve something to get that feeling, because most of the time why we desire something in life or in our career is not because of the things itself, it's because what it means, what it implies to us, the meaning, but also that feeling. It comes with a special feeling. Let's take just general example like that you are gonna get it better. For example, maybe when you want to get in a relationship, it's because, you want to have, it's not for the person itself, yes, of course, but I mean, it's especially because you want to have someone with who to share, you want to go travel, but with that person to have this experience, to feel like, you are holding hands, you are going to restaurant, stuff like that, things you could actually be doing right now. But what you actually want is not that going to the restaurant in Italy. What you want is going with your boyfriend, with your girlfriend, your wife, whatever, and share that with them. For example, that's the feeling you are looking after through a goal. So here is the same with your dance career. Most of the time, you are seeking for this feeling. And what is the feeling you are seeking for? Validation. Feeling like you exist, you are being visible, you are good enough, you are being valued, you are being recognized. So this is mostly the feeling you are trying to catch with doing so much of achievement. Because now the question is that, how to know if you are in between, or do I am in addiction, or do I am just mostly dedicated and just passionate? It's very easy. Who are you when there is nothing to achieve? Who are you when there is no goal? Do you feel happy? Do you feel worthy? Do you feel just satisfied with you dancing when no one is watching? There is no camera, you are never going to post it. No one in this fucking planet is never going to know you have done that. Do you feel happy about it? Do you feel it's enough? If it's not enough, and if it does not make you happy or fulfilled, then you are mostly tuning into addiction. If you have that craving that people have to see, I won't be happy unless they see it, unless I share it, and you feel like you don't even enjoy the moment you are dancing because there is not a camera recording you, you are into addiction of achieving. Because what you are seeking is the feeling that's going to give you the reward, the end result. That's why it's a dopamine cycle. All what you are seeking is the feeling given by the reward. And I'm really choosing the word reward in very consciously, because it feels like that. It feels like at the end you are being rewarded by the feeling you're looking for. That's really how it feels. So that is actually a subconscious pattern. You're going to tell me like, everything is subconscious. Yes, everything is subconscious. It's totally everything. Your subconscious pattern have created that strange bridge with achievement equal worthy, identity equal being productive, and recognition equal to existence. You feel like you truly exist, you are truly a good dancer, you are truly by achieving. And we can even take it backward. You see, I don't like achievement, worthiness, identity, productivity, recognition, existence. But you can do it backward. You exist, you feel you exist because you got recognition. You got recognition because you have been productive. And being productive has become your identity. Because you don't know how to do anything else except that. And because that's your identity, this is how you feel worthy. So what you need for all of that? An achievement. What I want to say is that I'm not saying like you should never achieve anything and people who are goal seekers should never do it. That's not what I'm saying. If you know me, you know that I'm someone who loves everything that's balanced. Because for me, what's balanced is what it is healthy. So at any moment you go to one of the other extreme, for me, this is where something even very good put onto an extreme become toxic. So at the moment of your dedication for dance, your love, your devotion for it goes to one of the extreme, this is where it becomes toxic. Of course, you are going to achieve goal that we need. I know that we need something that fuel us, that feel motivating when we wake up in the morning. We feel like, oh, I have this goal. So yes, of course, that gives me motivation or give me a sense of having a goal and meaning in my life because I have to achieve that. Yes, that's normal. That's human. What I am saying is that if that is your only fuel, this is where is the problem. If let's say you have to take 1 month holidays, let's say, because you are traveling, you are getting married, or for any reason, or even you got an injury, whatever. If at that moment you always look like, oh gosh, I could be creating content, oh shit, and you are not in the present moment, you keep thinking about what you could be doing with your dance, you are in that addiction. And it's I really want to make the distinction between loving to achieve goals because you are a high achiever, but you are not just that. If you are not just that and you have a lot of things that interest you outside of it, and there is those days where you don't do much anything, you are taking rest or you visit family, you just feel good in the present moment. You don't need to think about your dance. You don't feel like you are falling behind. You don't need that there is something to prove. That's perfectly healthy and normal, and that's good, and I will always encourage that. But if you are like a fucking mouse running in their cage and every time a goal is achieved, you don't know what to do next and you start to spiral into anxiety, pressure, and you are seeking if your life depends on it, the next goal, that's where it's fucking addiction. So, I want to say that what's gonna be interesting now is about how we turn into this addiction actually. How it had happened, maybe you didn't even notice it. You felt that discomfort, but you didn't know where it was coming from. For me, in my experience, in my perspective, it's always linked to you, again, disconnecting for your why in dance. And if you want to have the deep conversation about your why in dance, this is exactly what I do inside my membership. It's inside one of the big courses I hold there that's called the Rebel. This course really tune you back to your authenticity, your why in dance. And I can tell you that the moment you understand your why, you are so clear with that. No matter what happens, you get anxious, you get stressed over, things goes wrong everywhere. That is your fucking anchor. And you will always jump back. You will always know what to do. You will always know how to lead yourself because your why is there. It's what it is grounding you to this planet Earth. And when you have it, you cannot lose it. You cannot lose yourself. Because we are being seeing on this channel how much trap you can fall into with your dance career. It's so freaking easy to fall into trap. Because we are human, there is a society around us, and it takes a lot of self-reflection to be aware and see those traps and don't jump into it. So the why is for me, you cannot lead anything in your dance career if you don't have a why. Yes, you can be successful without a why, but you will burn out soon enough. Or if anything happens, you will fall down, you will completely collapse. And I have seen that. And this is how I see people burning out with what they love the most in their life. Still, they burn out and they throw out everything and they stop. How sad it is to become to that level. I don't want that happening to you. You are obviously extremely talented with your dance. I don't want you to burn out and stop completely everything because the only reason is you just disconnected from your why. So that is inside my membership activated. So link is in the description below, directly in the Temple of Flow. You are living in India, special pricing for you. Drop me a DM. So that's what I call the forgotten why. Instead of being focused on your why I am doing this, why I am dancing, what's the message I want to share, who I want to be with that dance, your focus shifted to the reward, the result, that need of feeling I'm constantly growing and evolving, because that also is an addiction. There is a lot of people, when they feel like they are not growing anymore, they are just at a plateau, but does not mean they're going to be a plateau forever. It's just like they are having a phase of plateau. They feel fucking lost. Because I feel like if I'm not growing, then something is going wrong. Then I'm being aiming too small, then something is not fine. No, that also is an addiction. You don't need to have constant growth. Sometimes what is growth does not look like in your eyes like growth. But me, I know that you are growing. When you just change your mindset, you are just handling a trigger differently, or you used to have the same thought at this exact moment and now you are thinking differently. That's a huge growth. But for you, sometimes it doesn't look like it because you think like, oh, that's it. I just changed one thought and so what? And so what? That's fucking going to change your entire life. So when you need always this reward result, this feeling of you're always growing, when your focus is on that, this is where it turns into an addiction. And this is where you forget, like, what was the why at the base? At the basic, why? You see? So when you are connected to your why, your dance is a huge part of life. It's anchored in your soul. It's there. We cannot remove it. Yes. But you know how to live without having continuously the word dance in your mouth. You know how to have other projects. You know how to achieve some other things in your life. You just know also how to just live and exist outside of dance. Does not mean like you have to give up on dance and drop it and you don't need it. I'm just saying like you know how to exist without that. When you always bring back everything to dance, I can tell you like, for me, it does not sound healthy. I knew people like that where I will always be with them, and except of them, they could not talk about anything else. And one day, I remember I gave the challenge about, let's have one day, we go out, like shopping, whatever, we go home, and let's not talk a single minute about dance. It was so fucking hard for that person. Because it's like everything was evolving around dance. And I'm like, there is so many other topics we could be talking about. Could be talking about politics, our partners, about the house we want, about... No, everything was stuck into dance. And that showed disconnection. That showed like you are more seeking the validation, the reward, the recognition than just enjoying your dance for yourself. It's like you feel if there is no dance, you don't exist. You don't fucking exist. You're not there. You're just like a... You're just like a carrot. You're there, you're lying like, oh my god, there's no dance, I'm a carrot. And also that's going to bring your guilt from not feeling like you are doing this constant growing. Like feeling like one moment you are plateau, you are just maintaining what you have achieved till now. And you feel like, oh no, you feel guilty, you don't feel good enough, you feel like there must be more, you are afraid to play small. All of that, it's a huge disconnection for your why. And I really feel that no matter how much we love dance, and that means everything to us, dance should not hold the responsibility of make us feel happy or worthy. That feelings come from you. You decide to be worthy. You decide to create your own happiness, no matter what. And that's purely a mindset talk. This is purely a mindset training and conversation. But it's of course linked to the dance discussion about your why, but you see how all of that gets together, and you see where it can become unbalanced. It can be little of everything, or it can be one thing that's more dominant. Maybe you completely forgot your why, or maybe you never knew it, because you never even given the chance and the time to think about it. And that can happen a lot of time, because when we are brought up into our dance career, most of the time we didn't have time to think like, okay, what do I want to build? What I want to be my branding? What I want to be my unique voice? Most of the time, oh, we know how to dance. Okay, we start to teach. We go to festival. We do this. We do that. We never stop to think like who I want to be as a dancer. Why do I want to share? What's so specific about me? What's so unique? What's my authenticity in that? You just see yourself only through skills. That's what we do inside the Rebel, Temple of Flow. Link in the description below. So, there could be a huge, 1, 2, 3. There could be a moment where you completely forgot your why, or you never even have time to uncover it. Or sometimes it can also be a bit of self-concept, in the sense that you always tie, in general way, not only dance, your self-worth to, I have to achieve something, I have to get results, I have to demonstrate myself. So that need to prove, that need to doing something to feel good about yourself, it's purely self-concept also. And we need to look at it as well. So it can be little of both. It can be more than one of the other in the balance, but generally this is why it's happening. And even if we put this topic into anything else in life, people who have addiction to substance, could be anything, and not just alcohol and drugs. It could be like there is people who are addicted to chocolate, there is people who are addicted to one singer, or where everything revolves around that. It's because most of the time we are using that to fill a gap that's inside us, and most of the time, again, subconscious pattern, we are not much aware about it. So there is a way to, yes, being a high achiever without making everything about it. And this is where is the difference. And maybe right now the limit looks little foggy to you, but I can tell you, like, more you work on your mindset, more you get solid into your dance, and you come to the moment where you wake up and you feel like, I have nothing to prove with my dance. I have nothing to prove anymore. Not because you have done everything. You feel you have nothing to prove anymore because you feel happy with yourself. You feel happy with your intimate relationship with your dance. This is why it doesn't need anymore to be shouted outside, to be shown. It's just between you and you. And when you come there, this is what I've done with my own dance. It's like all other things, they are just bonus. They are just bonus that I'm making with my dance career. So maybe this is a moment where you should get a little selfish with your dance, in the sense like, it's not always about giving and showing to others. Sometimes it's just about you and you. And that should be also enough. Does not mean you should not desire anything else. I am saying that if that itself, you succeed to have that feeling of that itself is enough and I feel good with that, I can tell you that it will be more easier to achieve. This is how we are not going to burn out. This is now you are never going to question your worth, no matter what's happening outside or in social media or whatever, because you will be fucking grounded in your why and your own self-worth that never depended on your dance. It's only depend of your mindset you are built with yourself and your own self-conviction about, yes, I am worthy enough. That's it. I am worthy. That's all. I hope this video has been useful for you. If you have any question in comment, you can drop it in the comment section below. I would like to know if you want to share with me if you have felt that at one moment maybe you fell in the dark side of being addicted to your dance career. I will be there to support you. Again, the link of the Temple of Flow is in the description below. Free space to really reconnect with your dance purpose, to really reconnect with how you want to lead your dance, because your dance, your game, you are there to play checkmate. You are not there to play by anyone else's rules. And if you want to really go deep into really crafting that dance career that now is going to be 100% on your term, activated membership is there for you, special pricing for India. And if you're interested in one-on-one coaching like that, all my eyes and my focus is on you. We can uncover your blind spot, we can understand your subconscious pattern, and of course rewire them so that you don't sabotage anymore. No imposter syndrome, no addiction, nothing. I am there, so just drop me a message and we can look at the different options that could be nice for you. So with that said, thank you very much for watching, liking this video, sharing it, and I wish you a very good beginning of week, and we see you again on Thursday, sorry.